guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my most exciting video yet. I am here for my 3-week postpartum update as well as my 3-week baby update. Baby Foster is here and he's 3 weeks old and he's sitting right next to me and he's getting kind of mad, but I will introduce you. I'm going to come up here and show everyone how cute you are. Oh, just stretch. So he is taking a nap, but he will say hello. So this is Foster. He's so big now. I really wish I would have filmed like a 1-week postpartum / baby update. But this is truthfully the first time I've just gotten out the camera and had time to film. It has gone by so fast. I mean, everyone says that, but like, it really does. Like, I feel like I literally had him today, and he's already 3 weeks old, and he's gonna be 1 month next weekend, which is so bittersweet, but I'm so happy we made it a full month. This is his little nap time. He likes to sleep while brother's at school, which helps me a ton, so I get a lot done, but he's been such a good sleeper. That is like number one about him. He's, knock on wood, where I can't reach wood. He's a good sleeper. But I know that can and probably will change at some point, but just hopefully not too soon. Because he does really good, guys. We've never had an issue with him sleeping. So, see, he can just be bothered and he's totally fine to go back to sleep. But I'll put him down here. He has a little boppy lounger type thing next to me, and he loves to nap in this right here. Oh, so if you hear little grunts, he's right next to me. That's probably why. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with Foster and update you guys on everything that's happened with him the last 3 weeks, and then I will go on to myself and talk about my postpartum situation. So the first thing is he was 7 pounds and 3 ounces at birth and 20.5 inches long, and he was completely perfectly healthy right off the bat. Delivery went great. I actually had a C-section, and I'm going to be filming my labor delivery C-section story right after this, and it will be up after this video, so be on the lookout for that so you guys can know how he came to be. But everything went really great, and he was perfectly healthy right off the bat and has been ever since. He never had any jaundice or anything like that. All of his blood work in the hospital was great, and we actually got discharged a little bit early. We only stayed 2 nights, and for a C-section, usually you stay 3 nights. It depends, but he was super, super healthy, and so was I, so we got to go home a little early. And he then had his first doctor's appointment at 4 days old, and that was just to make sure that his bilirubin levels are still good and just to check on his weight. And he had dropped down to 7'1", so not too bad. He only dropped 2 ounces, which is pretty typical for a newborn. And his bilirubin levels never escalated. He had always had really good levels and never any sign of jaundice, which is great because with my first son, Grayson, he did have a little bit of jaundice that cleared up really fast, but it was still stressful. He, however, did not have any problems, thankfully. And so the first appointment he had was really great. I also wanted to mention I am formula feeding already. I really just didn't have intentions, to be honest, to breastfeed. I really wanted to try, but I was very uncomfortable with it with my first child. It just didn't work out. I was so young. I just think that had a lot to do with it. Not that if you're young you can't breastfeed, but I was really stressed out and an anxious first-time mom, and it just like made me nervous to even try that. And to be honest, that is how I felt this time around as well. It just stressed me out a lot. I really wanted to because the benefits really outweigh, you know, all of the anxieties that come along with it. However, I just really believe that you have to do what is best for your family in your situation and what is best for you as a mom as well. But anyways, just that to say, he is being formula fed. In the hospital, he was fed donated breast milk just to help him get those first antibodies he needed to boost his immune system, stuff like that. And then as we got home, I transferred him to just some regular formula, and he has taken to it perfectly. He has no reflux problems, tummy issues, no spit up, anything like that. I know that can always change. I know it usually does. But as of right now, at 3 weeks, he is doing perfect on the formula he is on. And he eats about 4 ounces every 3 or so hours. Actually, he's on a pretty strict schedule from himself. I don't really push a schedule, of course, yet, but he is on a strict 3-hour schedule, 12-3-6-9, 12-3-6-9. He has been for like the past 2 weeks. And at his second doctor's appointment, which was at 2 weeks, he had weighed 8 pounds and 7 ounces. So he did a good weight gain, and the doctor was like super happy with that and let us know that we did not need to be waking him up every 3 hours overnight if we did not want to, that he was healthy enough and gaining enough weight on his own that he was able to sleep as long as he wanted, and he still wakes us up every 3 hours on the dot. He eats at midnight, which my husband's already awake. He's a night owl. He likes to stay up super late. Oh, just squeals. And then he wakes up one time at 3 a.m. and then by 6 we're already up getting our son ready for school and he's going to work. So it's really like he only wakes up one time a night in our situation. So he's doing great. He is sleeping in our room. He is sleeping in his Halo bassinet right beside our bed. He usually naps in like this bobby thing with me. I'm always watching him during the day, don't worry. But he's usually napping in like the bobby lounger or the rock and play or his swing or just wherever. And we just use the Halo at night. It just kind of works out that way. He is still in newborn clothing and still in newborn diapers, and I really don't see that changing the next week or two. He's super tiny still, even though he had a good weight gain. He is just pretty petite, it seems like. I mean, I know all babies are so tiny, but he's just not the chunkiest, not yet at least. But he's still in newborn clothing, and some are just a little big on him still, and we're just kind of waiting for him to fill him out. But as of right now, I think we're sticking to newborn clothing for a little while. He really was in like preemie and the up to 7 pounds size for the first like 2 weeks, and then the real past week we have changed him over to his newborn clothing. So another thing I wanted to mention is he is taking a passy, and he takes the Bibs brand. I'll show you guys that also in my must-haves video. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention is his belly button. His belly button piece fell off at about a week and a half, and then we saw it dry up, and we decided to give him a real bath. And about the next day after this first real bath, it started bleeding again and getting gooky again. So at his 2-week doctor's appointment, his doctor looked at it and decided to clean it with this stuff, and I just don't know what it's called. I could probably look it up, but I don't know. It was like these long, like almost like Q-tip looking things. I don't even like to talk about it. It's kind of making me nauseous. But anyways, he cleaned his belly button with it, and it has like a black or blue dye on it, and apparently it just dried it out. Actually, it makes me so sick to think about. Ugh. Anyways, so he cleaned it out, and he said to wait till 2 days after that without any discharge or bleeding, and then he could have another bath. So ever since that, he's had baths, and it's been clean and dried up. So we did have a little tiny issue with that, but I think that's pretty typical. His doctor made it seem like. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't know what else to update on. I plan to do monthly updates with him, so since I did one at 3 weeks, I probably won't do like a 1 month update. I'll probably wait until 2 months, but after that I will stay on schedule for every month, and I think that will be good to look back on and to share with you guys. As for my postpartum update, there's really not much to say. At 3 weeks postpartum, I feel great. I feel back to normal and back to myself, other than like my body. I still have some weight to lose, or that I would like to lose. I'm not exactly sure how much I've lost at this point, but that is pretty much the only thing that I don't feel like myself. As far as pain with my C-section, I haven't had pain after about a week and a half. So luckily, my pain was really minimal. I really didn't even have to take my painkillers for more than a few days, and switched to Advil, and now I'm completely off everything, and I'm feeling really good. I am definitely just walking a lot, but I have not been okayed, of course, to exercise or anything like that. Still can't take a bath, which is like the hardest thing about postpartum, is not being able to take a bath. And I'm pretty sure that's only with C-sections. And I think it's just so that you don't get, your incision site infected. I'm also doing Weight Watchers. I've never even really watched what I ate, which I know that sounds like super bad, but I've done a pretty good job at maintaining my weight up until this point. And now I need to lose some weight, and so I'm doing Weight Watchers, and I don't know if it's working. I need to get a scale. I know that at 1 week postpartum, I had dropped 30 pounds almost, which I'd almost gained 60 at the end of my pregnancy. So I weighed 134 at my 1 week little checkup. Okay guys, sorry. My camera died without a warning, so it might be in a different position too, because I was in the middle of talking and never knew it even died. I don't know what's wrong with it, but anyways, so I had to take a little break, and now he's hungry, so we're back. But I think I was talking about my weight loss, but that kind of leads me to swelling, and I was super swollen during my pregnancy, as you guys know, and I was super swollen in the hospital, and when I got home, my stomach swelling went down a lot, and is officially, I feel like, back to normal. Definitely not normal, because like I said, I have a lot of weight to lose, but as far as like, it's not swollen. And my feet have just now, this past few days, gotten back to a normal size, and I can wear my old shoes again. And then my hands are back to normal as well. They're a little chubbier than usual, and I still can't even wear my wedding ring, but they are not swollen. It is just chub. I can't really think of anything else. Really, this time around, my C-section recovery is 1,000,000 times better than my first. From the moment I was in surgery to now, it has been a breeze, considering my first recovery. My incision is healed perfectly, it looks like, to me at least. Yeah, it definitely has felt so refreshing to just be myself again as much as I can be, and just to have this little guy here with me and not be pregnant anymore. I'm overly grateful to not be pregnant anymore. But that is pretty much it for this video. Sorry, I'm like multitasking, but okay. But make sure that you hit subscribe so you can see all the videos that I have coming up soon. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be putting up my labor and delivery story, as well as some newborn must-haves, maybe a vlog, maybe some videos on weight loss. So definitely also let me know down below in the comments if there's any videos you'd like to see from me. I would definitely do those for you. And make sure you hit the like button if you liked this video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Say bye-bye. Goodbye, everybody. Okay. Bye, guys.